Okay, continuation on the color blue, the series I'm putting together, or continuing on, is I'm going to talk about major and minor pentatonic, which to me, a lot of people say, oh, how do you get that outside sound? Well, it's not outside, it's all inside. What we're going to do is we're going to take in A also. We'll stay in A for at least another couple sessions here. We all know it. You played it a million times. You've heard that sound. Endless. Now, to get the relative major pentatonic, 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4. Country. Same shape. Fingering is going to be a little different when you want to hit your target notes. Target notes on this, again, is A, E, F sharp is a subtonic, I guess we'd call it. But the connecting note, the most important note to do the transfer from minor to major is the D flat. It's the major third. There's your transition. Then back to minor pentatonic. And you've heard that sound a million times when you did this. Well, that is that. And there's your transition note. So, real quick. The fingering patterns are the same. This is your first position. And on the A. Second position, just like in minor, but you're going to do it at the 5th fret. Third position. Again, D flat. The D flat adds, it's such an interesting note because when you're making the swap over from minor to major, has a resolution and a tension. So basically it can be a tonic or an ending note. You know, you do a lick. Or it can set up, it'll set you up to either continue minor or go to major. We're going to talk about this mode next. Is the Mixolydian mode right now. That's another connecting mode that you must know, and it's very colorful where it basically blends minor and major together. But right now, this is separate. To separate this out, so we can just go from minor to major. Then we're going to go, you know, we'll talk about Mixolydian, Dorian, Phrygian. You know, I mean, there's a lot of other concepts we're going to use. We're going to also talk about the 5. You know, in A it's E, and that how you can basically solo off the 5 in major pentatonics, and then tritones. I mean, there's so much in this series I want to show you guys. But let's take it slow here. So we have those three positions, and then the fourth position, we're right here, starting on E. We can start on E or the D flat. So all your D flats here. There's your D flats. Those are your D flats. See how they all blend together? So now the idea is what do I do? All right. How I do it is a bunch of ways, but just to start, because you're used to doing, if you're used to doing minor pentatonics, then let's start with that. You know. Then take your 4 chord. So you can either shift midstream through your 1, or designate, my 1 chord is going to be minor, my 4 chord is going to be major, my 5 chord could be both, either one. And that's the way I like to do it, is basically you strum a chord, or one of the variations that I showed there, thereof. There was your major. Now, target tones. When you are playing in a key, we're going to say A, your 5 is dominant as a tonic. Your 5, the 4, the major 3rd, the tonic, your A. When you hit the A, you're basically done. You have ended. You ended your riff. You ended your solo. That's why I stay away from the A until I am actually done. That's going to be my finish point. Or I might stop on the major 3rd. Is also an ending point or a beginning point. So that's what that major 3rd is so important, because you can actually keep soloing forever. I know you don't want to. Sometimes you can if you've got the space. Let's do it. But you can actually solo forever. Using that, ending on that major 3rd. E, also a leading. to go ahead and, for YouTube length, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And I'm going to continue on part 3. And just break it up. Comments are always welcome. Negative or it doesn't matter. I mean, hopefully this gets to the people and it helps you, and really opens your playing up. And you will sound fantastic. Just a little knowledge, little scale knowledge, and this goes a long way. So we'll see you in part 3.